Hey guys, this is Jade, and you guys are probably wondering what the boy beat is. Well, it was inspired by Beyonce's makeup artist. I was inspired by this girl off of YouTube. I'll leave her channel link down below. It is something that talks about flaws. And a long time ago, whenever I was approached with natural makeup and natural stuff, they would always use flawless looks. Like, I need to cover your under eye bags to make yourself look more attracting, but in a way where no one will notice because you're flawlessly naturally beautiful. And that, to me, is not attractive, nor is it helping me to grow into a person that accepts myself, because I'm still learning to love myself. I'm a young female, and I need to wrap my head around what is it that makes myself beautiful? How do I determine my beauty? And if you wanted to do a flawless makeup look, if you want to do a full makeup look, that's up to you. I'm never going to stop doing full makeup looks, but I love this take on the boy beat because it highlights your flaws. Your freckles, you don't need to cover them up. Your under eye bags, you don't need to cover them up. Your eyebrows, you don't need to tweeze them. Your pores, you do not need to put pore filler. And I think that's what it's unique, because you're doing the makeup for yourself, but it's another way to highlight the things that you used to think was undesirable and some things people try to hide. And so I'm gonna get started with this makeup tutorial. I don't think that you don't need to pluck any hairs. Let me zoom in. Try to make your eyebrows bushy. A couple stray hairs will not hurt anything. And I will just put this through before I even, I'm gonna put this through before I even do anything else. Both of my eyebrows, just making them stand up, making them bushy, not putting them in place. Comb against your eyebrow to coat your brows, and then comb up a little bit to set them in place. We're gonna go in with a pencil later on to fill in the stray hairs. This part is really up to you guys. Do you want to fill in your eyebrows after? Me personally, I like to have bold brows. I'm still working on them. I'm trying not to tweeze them, but I get bored sometimes. As I stroke in my eyebrows, I'm just gonna do it really lightly. Whenever I used to get my eyebrows waxed, people would say beauty is pain, and like everything is pain. Wearing high heels is pain. But why does beauty have to be pain? Why can't it just be something more enjoyable? Why can't it be something that's found from within and expressed on the outside? My puppy's crying, so I must go let her in. But I've always wondered that. Why does beauty have to be pain? Like, I hate that expression. Like, of course, some things that you might do to make yourself feel beautiful might be painful, and that's okay. But to young girls, why would I like to tell them beauty is pain? Couldn't that go into like a different way, and couldn't that set wrong in their mind? I just thought I should say that because that is something that was like weighing on my heart, you know? Like, I can't stand that expression. I'm gonna finish filling in my eyebrows, and then we're gonna come back with the next step. With gel just one more time to spike it up and to make them look more bushy. I'm gonna fill in the gaps I see as I'm going. Okay guys, I'm gonna be going in with my brown eyebrow gel. This is like a Maybelline eyebrow gel. And then I'm gonna go in with an e.l.f. clear one. Both are really cheap and really affordable. And the e.l.f. is just to like break up all the little clumps in the brown one, because it does get clumpy. And most of the time I would say don't clean up your brow, but there's a couple spots that I just want to touch up. You do not really have to clean up your brow if you don't want to, and if you have thick enough brows, you don't have to fill them in, of course. But I'm gonna just take the end right here and sharpen my ends up on my brows because I just like to have, you know. The next step is to moisturize to give you this like natural glow that your skin already has, just needs to be enhanced. And I like to moisturize before I put on any foundation, before I do anything else to my skin. I'm going to take a little bit of glowy foundation that I have on this brush, put it all over my face, and then take a beauty blender and pounce it in. Not necessarily to even out my skin tone, but I think it looks really cute, and it's something else for the bronzer to stick on, and all the little other things we're going to be doing. And this foundation isn't too full coverage, so you should be good. You'll still be able to see all of your beauty marks. You'll still be able to see all, and don't cover your eye bags too much. I'm going to put some over my eyelids to prime them, but I don't recommend really covering your eye bags. And just to let you guys know, I'm not a professional makeup artist by any means. This is just how I do my makeup, and if you don't like it, then it's okay. You can leave a mean comment. But I'm gonna pounce the rest of it into my skin. As you can see, it didn't really add that much. It's just kind of like a little extra something something. To take this brush over here, and I'm going to take a powder and just dust it over my nose because it gets super duper shiny. I'm gonna take a darker concealer because I feel like that adds a really nice amount, and it's more of a natural vibe, a sun-kissed vibe. Put it where you would get tan, so I'm gonna blend it up onto my cheeks because I get super tan there. Put some on my nose because my nose always gets super tan, and just bring the color back into your face. And it doesn't really matter if you use your fingers. I feel like that'll give it a more like, it'll take a lot of the product off, yes, but we're gonna go over it and take even more off. And we will add some powder to set the bronzer. My foundation brush I just used, and just blend it all in together. I'm gonna take the Hoola bronzer, and I'm just gonna go over it lightly where I put all my darker foundation or concealer. And just chisel out the face a little bit, but not too much, because after all it's still like more sun-kissed thing. It's not really chiseling, it's more of like bronzing up the face where you look tan. This might sound a little bit different, but for the cheeks I'm going to take the e.l.f. lip tint that they have and just go over this brush and lightly brush it. It's gonna mimic rosacea and stuff like that. The bowling brush and just kind of dot it. And then we'll blend it in and apply blush over. I am going to use a Wet n Wild blush. And I'm gonna go over the apples of my cheeks. And I'm gonna brush it up onto the nose as like you were out on a beach and got a little burnt. Oh Lord, I put a little bit too much. Guys, sorry, I had to put on my towel again and I kind of repositioned my mirror. So now I'm going to take a smaller brush. Well, actually I'm going to take a bigger brush, a fluffier one. I'm going to dip into a bronzer shade. I'm just going to go lightly over my eyes. Pointing your brush and go right here, just kind of dusting a little bit on my eye bags just to emphasize them. And I'm going to make a little eye bag with a really small pointy brush if I can find it. Here, let me make sure this is clean. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of bronzer and like kind of like squint your eyes like this where you can kind of see your natural eye bag and just go under that. I'm going to blend it out some. I think eye bags are really interesting because some people either hate them or they love them. I personally find them really attractive whenever people have some eye bags. So take a little bit of white concealer. This is the only time we will be using concealer in the whole entire video. And I'm going to take it just to highlight the eye bag. So like right under my lash line. I'm gonna curl our eyelashes. If you're too scared to do this, skip that part. But I try my best to go in on eyelash curling because my eyelashes are really straight and not that much. I'm going to be taking more liquid highlighter because it's a bit more natural and I can control it a bit more, and I'm just going to be blending it out with my finger. You're going to highlight your cheekbones and bring it down, make that glowy effect a little bit above your brow, just to add in that kiss, the sun-kissed look. I like to put it on my lips because I do not want my lips to be glossy, but I want them to have a shine, a highlight to them. I'm going to take my brow gel and just slightly touch it to my face. Try not to touch the end, but it will give you a more like, a little more scattered. Then I'm going to go in and darken my freckles. Freckles, what I heard, should start all right here and then add them around your face. So I'm gonna tap them lightly and never do too much. Blend them in with your fingers. If you have natural freckles, maybe just go with them, but if you want to recreate the look, just lightly touch your dip brow into your brush. Your brush into your dip brow. And I'm gonna go in with a lip liner and line my lips. And just change. I know I'm zoomed in a little bit more, but my camera stopped recording. Just go through, and you don't need concealer to fix it. Use your fingers. We don't have that much foundation to mess up anyway. And I'm going to add a little bit of a lip tint to this to bring back the rosiness in my lips. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a nude to kind of dye down the shine I just put on. And try to make it matte because I feel like this look goes perfect with a nude matte lip. I have little things showing, and there's still eye bags, and there's still unperfect eyebrows that are not on fleek. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I will try to list some of the products, but knowing me, I'm really bad at listing the products. But I will tell you I'm going to use some rose water to set my face. I'm gonna take my hair down, but it's gonna be quite messy. That's fine. It's still wet. This is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I will do more makeup looks, only if you want me to. And if I love doing full glam, so maybe I can hit you up with some of those tutorials, or maybe do a get ready with me, a Q&A. Just comment down below what you think I should do, but this video will be the first mini. And I'm sorry I've been so inactive on YouTube, and I promise to become a better YouTuber, even though I'm not used to it yet. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for just being genuine to me.